If we as a society do not enforce certain guardrails, it is like sending a couple of babies into the forest to play with fire. We have to react to the threat of AI. It is dangerous if we just let those people with a lot of money and power do whatever they want. A few people on this planet think they found the right tool to dominate the rest of us. But they cannot do that if we don't allow them. One of the greatest dangers is the illusion that it can substitute our human relationships. Thanks for tuning in, my dear friend. I think it's already decided. AI is coming to stay with us for a very long time. So we better get used to it. And I am convinced it will bring a lot of good stuff. Huge benefits for our health, the environment, and a very comfortable living situation for everyone on this planet. That is, of course, only if we learn how to use it with these goals in mind. We can't just leave it to the big corporations. They have a very, very narrow goal set. The guys with the big guns are very much interested in power and economic superiority. We, as the human society, should show them where to stop and how to serve a greater good. But for real, not as a marketing campaign. If we as a society do not enforce certain guardrails, it is like sending a couple of babies into the forest to play with fire. Let's see how they enjoy playing with fire. We should totally trust them to do whatever they want without burning the forest down. It is quite urgent that we understand our responsibility to react as a human community that we are. We have to react to the threat of AI. It is dangerous if we just let those people with a lot of money and power do whatever they want. There are instruments of justice around for a very long time on this planet. If you are part of the judicial system, I would like you to get active. For everyone, just vote for those politicians who see the urgency and importance of finding positive rules and regulation about the use of AI in our society. And for oneself, in my humble opinion, there are certain abilities needed to handle AI in a positive way. I personally think it would be good if we stay away from AI when it comes to expressing our own opinions. Having your own opinions is essential to make something useful out of your lifetime. We should not waste our lifetime supporting machines that does not make any sense. It is exactly in the ability to be imperfectly opinionated towards reality that allows us to learn lessons in life. It is by our confrontation with the material world that we are forced to experience life's response to our ideas. Yes, we have the ability to learn from our mistakes. If we leave it to the machine to make us a perfect human, we are missing out on the ability to improve ourselves. Of course, the machines can give us the perfect answer to everything, but what is it worth? All these answers the machine gives us are not really creative. Look at artists. They don't give you perfect images. They create something new, a different point of view. Ideally something that provokes a feeling or some kind of new understanding of our reality. That is very much important for the expansion of this spiritual experiment called Earth. Humans are creators. In a way, it is our purpose to be creative, and there are no limits to our creativity. But one of the important limitations we set for ourselves might be the use of AI. AI might find stuff that we have overlooked in the infinite amount of material objects in our universe. But do not let us forget that we had the idea to make AI look for it. So the human input is essential and worthy, and probably the most valuable input that AI has so far. We might have overlooked it, but everything AI already knows is because humans created all the data that AI ingested. The brutal advancement of AI all over the world is a little bit a reminder what happened when humans invented gunpowder. It gave a few people advantage over others. The ones with the guns started to colonize those who only had arrows and knives. In a similar way, a few people on this planet think they found the right tool to dominate the rest of us. But they cannot do that if we don't allow them. It is time to speak out and express what we would like to happen. Right now, they put all the sugar we want in front of us and invite us to eat as much as we like. The temptation is huge. AI promises everything and more. One of the greatest dangers is the illusion that it can substitute our human relationships. The addictive opportunity to have a sycophant in your pocket who praises every stupid idea that comes to your egoistic mind is a real threat to human society. There are serious concerns how it can affect our life in a very negative way. Already a couple of countries decided to take away the ability for young people to access social media. This is an essential step into the right direction. But it would be better even if we would educate young people how to use it. So we should look out for those who are in charge of bringing up these young people and support them to have the time and the ability to teach them. It's a bit futile to think that we can stop young people from using AI by prohibiting it. It's like when they prohibit, in my generation, to smoke cigarettes. It just made it more interesting to find the space and time to pursue such delightful adventure. I remember sitting on a huge haystack, trying to inhale the smoke. It was not a pleasant experience, and I'm still grateful to this day that I did not burn myself and the building down to the ground. So I am really looking forward that the AI creates space and time for us to take care of our fellow humans. It is for us to desire those kind of things. We need peace. We need freedom and time. We need positive human interaction. We need the support of our communities. We need a healthy space to grow our food and for the coming generations. This is something that we have to do all together. We can't have some bureaucratic department being in charge to solve it for us. We need to come together as humans and take charge. We have to take charge of it ourselves in our immediate environment. We should think it over and stop running after the money and power. How much money and power do you need? Or what is it that you really need? It is actually not so much. although many people are looking for more abundant life circumstances, the majority in the Western world have more than they need. Unfortunately, they don't recognize this fact. They prefer to live in the illusion of scarcity. They insist it is not enough. But the feeling of not enough can't be filled with material objects. If you are trying to do that, then too much is never enough. Real quality of life only exists when we have access to the one knowledge that rules over everything else. The knowledge that is sold with AI will never satisfy us. Very soon we do not need to know anything, because AI will know everything, and much better than we do. So there must be some kind of knowledge that is superior to the brute accumulation of data. That is what we have to find out, each one of us. There have been, and there are, a couple of people those can teach us about this knowledge. Let us listen to those who brought to us some wisdom. Let us reflect on their teaching, and let us take the steps to put their teachings into action. I wish for us that through the wisdom they shared with humanity, we are able to find peace inside of us. This will calm our thirst for more. And then we can find out that what we already have is more than enough. Life is already abundant as it is. Let us be grateful and happy. Let us remember that we are love. Let us remember that we do not need AI to complete us. All we need is peace. So please, stop fighting for it. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.